So how challenging is this battle against human trafficking? What do the figures look like as far as trafficking case from Assam is concerned? How crucial is interstate coordination in the fight against human trafficking? Well, to get the answers to these questions, I am being joined live now by Hasina Kharbih, founder Impulse NGO, who has been fighting against human trafficking for years now. So, Ms. Kharbih, Assam has now declared a war against human trafficking too. So, how critical is the situation in terms of numbers, and how big a racket is operational in the state as per your assessment, Ms. Kharbih?
So when we're looking at human trafficking, this is not an issue which is new. It's an issue which has been there for the last 20 years of the work that we have been doing. And Assam, being the biggest state in the Northeast, has always been a state that has had the highest numbers of trafficking cases. Now, the recent crackdown, I think this crackdown has happened because the law enforcement, especially the anti-human trafficking units of Assam, has become more vigilant, has become more adequately equipped, and has the awareness on how to actually go and mobilize more information and understanding on where the crackdown is needed to be done. So that is where it is. So it's not something that it is new. So we need to really understand that human trafficking, if there's no crackdown, that doesn't mean there's no human trafficking. Crackdown only happen if cases are being reported.
And in terms of numbers, what would be a figure like if we talk about human trafficking cases in Assam?
When we're looking at the Impulse Case Management Center and the cases that we have been dealing, it actually covers the entire Northeast, North Bengal, and also our neighboring countries. So if we're looking at specific cases that are reported to us, for Assam will be like 60 to 70 a year. But this is only the case that comes to us, and that we will refer it to the anti-human trafficking unit. But by and large, most of these cases that are also being referred directly to the police station and all the unit that is operating of the anti-human trafficking unit, we have seen that the number is increasing drastically. But nevertheless, if you're looking at the numbers, if the case is booked under ITPA, then only it gets reflected as a trafficking cases. But very often cases are booked under missing if a woman or a child or a young girl is actually missing from the house. But if we take the Supreme Court guidelines, that missing cases can also be taken as trafficking cases if they are not found within 45 days. So that is where we need to look at numbers from the missing data, as well as the data of anti-human trafficking units that are registered either in the police station and the ITPA. So by and large, it would be more than 1,000 a year.
And lastly, Ms. Kharbih, just like drugs, human trafficking is also a pan-Northeast issue. So at what levels should the states coordinate, and is there any existing coordination at all between the Northeast states on the menace?
The work that we have been involved, being the first organization to work on anti-trafficking in the Northeast of India, and having state partners all over the Northeastern states at the capital and our district partners, the work that we have emphasized over the last 20 years is the work that we have collaborated with the anti-human trafficking unit, the nodal officer at the headquarters. And in a state like Assam, there are also anti-human trafficking unit in each of the district as well. Now, when we're looking at that, the coordination as for us as an organization would be, if a case is reported, we would work collectively with those anti-human trafficking unit, because the data that we have is based on the technology platform that we are actually enabling a faster response on cases. But the after service or the collaborated effort of repatriation or reintegration are actually being done with our state partners and also other service providers like the Child Welfare Committee or the shelter home that is run by the government, or also non-run by government but notified by the government. So that effort has been very much there over the last 15 years. We have seen enormous support and enormous active response. So as things are going in now, I mean, we do receive these cases and we do respond back when the need is required.
All right, Ms. Kharbih, thank you so much for joining me this evening.